We are on a field trip. This is going to the dogs. I'm Donna Clawson. Ted's with me today, and we're here at Pet Country, and this is Dustin Ware, and he's going to help me talk to you about traveling with your pet. This is the time of year that we all want to get out and do things, and if you take your dog, here's some ways to keep your dog safe and happier so the whole family has a good time. Dustin, what you got here?
I have a traveling crate set up. I mean, I have pretty much every accessory that you could possibly want for a crate right now. Not all of these things are going to be for every pet owner out there. I have made this for every option for just anybody who wants to add it up. So.
Well, this crate is huge, but I love it. I mean, it's a big crate. They come in different sizes, right?
Wouldn't be what we need for Ted. No, we have some much smaller versions or much bigger versions of the same crate. So and plastic.
All right. So if I had a Weimaraner or Irish Wolfhound, I might be looking at this.
Or bigger.
Or bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now I see there's a petition in this. Tell me what this is.
Yeah. Most of these wire crates come with a divider in them. So if you know that you're going to have a dog that, say, starts off the size of Ted, but gets as big as a Weimaraner, you can separate the crate out. So instead of having to buy multiple crates over the life of the dog, you can just buy one, partition it out as it grows, or you can even during the day while you're gone, separate food and water, or just anything like that.
Okay, that's neat, and I love these crates. All right, another question. Let's look inside here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm seeing a harness. Tell me about the harness.
Well, I chose UCA because I'm an alumnus. I chose purple, of course. Well, but this is my dog. It doesn't have a name yet. This is a quick, easy harness to do. The leash actually connects to the top, but it's really easy to just have the pup step in between the legs, and you just literally clip it on. It's it's called a quick step easy harness. I like these a lot. They're padded for comfort.
Tell me if I love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
that's much better. Ted, you need that.
And these come in all different sizes, for smaller than Ted to much larger as well.
All right. Now, what is an advantage of having a harness when you're traveling over just the collar?
That's really owner preference. I like harnesses just because it's easier for a dog. Say, like if you're getting it out real quick to. Like we recommend you stop every 2 hours to take them out. You know.
Well, yeah.
So when you take them out, this is a quicker, easier thing to do. You have more control of the animal, especially if you're in public. You don't want to. A lot of times, bigger dogs will pull the collar.
Right, and I know one thing with Ted. Ted's gone thousands of miles with me when I had my dog business, and he traveled in a car seat, and I used a harness because if you use the collar and you stop in a hurry, your dog is swinging by its little neck. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that it has the harness like that. And I love this. I will get one like this for Ted.
And we even, like you said, we even have the car harness.
Oh.
That's it. It's exactly what you said. It's great for smaller dogs for shorter road trips. They make them as well for big dogs too. But
right. You know, as much as we love our dogs sitting in the front seat, or you see them with their heads leaning out the window. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. The bugs will fly in their face and everything like that. That's a great harness. Okay, great price. That's good. Okay, now, you just said a little bit ago you're going to stop about every 2 hours with your dog. Now, when you stop and you are walking around, you have something really cute to show them how to be a good citizen with your dog on a trip.
Always pick up dog waste or your pet's waste. These are little pumpkins. It's a cute little stuffed thing. It has the bags in it itself that you just pull out, pick up. That's always good to have. Anytime you're on a longer road trip, something like this is obviously handy.
I could pick Ted up with that.
That's true. This is a little oversized, but depending on the size of your dog.
That's right.
And refill it in the bags for sure. refill the bags or whatever, and make sure you're discarding all that.
Okay. Now, I have a really good friend who every time they get in the car to go on a trip, her dog gets anxious. What do you have for that?
We have a couple different things. One of the things that we have is this Mellow Mutt. It's actually a chicken jerky. It's a huge hit. I can rarely keep this in stock because it's such a popular jerky. And then there's something new that we have. It's called Richard's Organics, and it is a pet calming solution that you actually put a few drops in the mouth with this little dropper, and it's completely organic. It's it's designed just for that, for traveling to calm them while you're
and do you start it before?
Yeah, it's good to do it right before. It works pretty quickly, and you can use it every 4 to 6 hours.
Well, I had a veterinarian tell me that you could use Dramamine. And, you know, a small dog, about a quarter of a Dramamine, can't say that, and it kind of goes up. But he said make sure you start it before the dog starts getting car sick or anxious, because it doesn't work very well after. So, okay.
Yeah, definitely start it before the road trip, and then as depending on the length of the road trip, that would be something that you could continue to use.
Okay, now I'm looking at this. This is great. That's in the crate.
These are bowls that actually bolt onto the side, into the crate. They come off relatively easy with just 2 wing nuts. I put this on here just to show that you can do this. If you're on any of these wire crates, you can take a bowl with you for food, water. That's really how easy they are. We also have these little travel bowls for water if you're on the go. Something you can have in your car with you. Fill it up with water. Let them let them get a drink, and see as that.
We can tease him with that. Okay, so we've got a collapsible bowl. We've got one that will attach to the crate. All right, what else is in there? Some toys.
Yeah, I put a few different toys in here that have been popular, depending on the type of dog it is and how the frequency of chewing. This is an indestructible hose. It's actually fire hose. So, and it's got a water bottle inside, like a plastic bottle inside. So it crinkles as they chew.
How fun! One of my sons has 2 dogs that chew up anything, so this would be a great thing for them.
Exactly. Okay. Rope toys are always a good one because they're, again, you can't chew them up as easily. And this is a big hit. You know how you get the stuffed animals and they pull all the stuffing out and they shred all the stuffing? Well, this doesn't have stuffing in it, so it's just fabric that they chew on, so they can't really tear it up, and it has a few squeakers throughout it.
Look at there, Ted.
So.
Look at there, Ted. That's bigger than you are. Bigger than you are.
Yeah, and they come in all kinds of different colors, animals, whatnot.
Okay, so we have leashes, we have crates. What about the bedding? What do you recommend for the bedding? Now, Ted is kind of a nester. He has to have his little nest like that. I love this. This is great.
And that again is preference. We sell several size dog beds that will fit in almost any of these crates. It's soft. It's just something for the pet to lay on. You're right as far as the nesting goes. And that's something that you can accommodate with like a blanket or a towel or anything like that.
Now, this is 100% wash, and you can wash it in dryer. Okay.
And we even make waterproof ones that for outdoor use or bigger, like labs and stuff like that. When people take them hunting, duck hunting or anything like that. Okay. They crate them in that waterproof one.
As far as traveling, now. We have our dog, we've got him in the car, and we've got the air conditioner on good, so he's going to stay cool. Is there anything else that we need to think about when we're traveling with our dog?
The biggest thing is to remember that, while you're traveling, you're going to have to let the dog out. You're going to have to stop. And you make sure you're offering at least water. Food's probably not a big priority while you're traveling because you don't want to risk the dog getting car sick. Okay. But always have a contingency plan for something like that. Okay. And those are your big tips.
Okay, that sounds good. Water, one thing that was a suggestion that I had is to carry water from home. It might be so the dog doesn't have to get used to different kinds of water. Even though we know dogs will drink out of mud holes, we don't particularly want them to drink out of one on the way on our trip. So you might carry your own water. I have some people that have taken ice chest and just put ice in it. When it melted, there was fresh water there too. So there's lots of things.
Or bottled water. People take a jug. If they frequently offer the dog bottled water instead of water straight from the tap anyway, or filtered water, that's always good to bring.
Okay. So. Now, one thing that I wanted you to show them was this plastic crate. What would be the difference? And is it just preference, or is one better than another? These fold flat.
These do fold down completely. They fold down. Those you can't disassemble as easy, but the good thing about these is for a dog that does have travel issues, you can't see out of them as well, so it makes it feel a little more secure.
So it's more den-like, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. And they do make these as far as all the way up to a dog that's several, 100 to 120 pounds.
Okay.
And I think they're actually the Clipper brand. This is the Clipper 3. They go up to, I know for sure, a Clipper 6, which is, again, a huge one. They close relatively easy with that.
Okay, now, to get the right fit for your dog, unless you're trying to get one that's going to grow with your dog, you want a crate that you can put the dog in. He can stand up, turn around,
and
lay
feel
down.
comfortable. And the length is the big thing. Make sure that it feels comfortable in the length.
Okay.
A lot of people forget that that's the priority, but it's not the height necessarily as much as it is for sure the length.
All right. Okay. We've talked about travel, safety, let your dog out every 2 hours, but you need to do that too, especially if you have kids, you need to do that. To be a responsible pet owner, take your poop bags along, dispose of it in the way you should, and, keep your dog's food, take your dog's food, put it in a Ziploc bag or something to keep it fresh, have fresh water, and you should have a wonderful trip. And Dustin, when I was coming in, I saw some wonderful toys over here.
Oh, yes.
And if you have time, I want you to help me find some.
Absolutely.
Okay. Remember to adopt, spay, neuter, microchip, and tag your dog. This is Donna Clawson, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Come on.
Woo!